So this is an exciting video because today we're going to play with Claude and try to figure out a name for my YouTube channel. I have an idea of what I want it to be. I have an idea of what it should communicate, and let's get input from Claude and make sure that I'm on the right track and brainstorm what could be a name that communicates what we're trying to do in this channel. So hey, I want to start. We have to give some context to Claude. A YouTube channel that follows me as I solve interesting problems in software engineering with my trusty AI companion. The show should focus on tackling software problems with non-trivial solutions and between myself and Lem, using chain of reasoning, we ideally arrive at elegant and useful answers. Okay. I'm not sure how to capture a name that will also appear, that should also be attractive as it is descriptive. Alright, so we're going to squeeze Claude's creative juices. Can you offer some suggestions? So yeah, I'm not giving it any one of my ideas. I just kind of want to start with a clean slate and see what Claude can come up with. That's an exciting project. All right, cool. I like the attitude. A YouTube channel combining software engineering and problem solving with AI assistance. Yes. Here's some suggestions to aim to capture the essence of your concept while being attractive and descriptive. Co-craft AI, solving engineering puzzles. Binary brainstorm, human and AI problem solving. Well, that's interesting. Binary brainstorm. Got nice, I see a lot of alliteration. Algo alliance, I don't like that right away. Syntax synergy, makes no sense. Logic loop, sounds like it's been done before. Co-quest, sounds like it's been done. Dev duo, absolutely not. Claude is not my Robin. Tech tandem, no. IntelliCode. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, enhanced problem solving. Brain bites. Easy and trying to incorporate elements like the collaborative aspect between you and the AI, the problem solving nature of the content, software coding terminology that give intelligence or smart solutions. Well, these are okay, but I failed to mention in my last message that perhaps the show may eventually evolve and AI may not be an essential part of the show. How can we capture the fact that while AI is an important driver today, it may not always be so? So that should be a difficult pickle for Claude. It is, I think, for anyone. That's an important consideration. We should aim for a name that captures the essence of problem solving and innovation in software engineering without tying it specifically to AI. Well, I hope, yeah, so that's kind of like the binary solution here. It's either with or without AI. So let's see. Code crafter, syntax saga, logic loom. These are really similar, which I think is interesting. Dev detective, code quest, algo adventures, brainwave builder, tech troubleshooter, troubleshooter. Mindful, I think it's just a mistake. Mindful methods. Okay, these are quaint, but what if we stretch a bit and say that the essence of the show, the use of modern tools to accelerate software engineering. Can we capture that? In that sense, we may also trap just a bit of the essence, also mildly convey concept AI will figure promptly, at least for a time. So I think this is the less binary solution where we capture, sort of like the bigger category of why I'm using AI in the first place. I appreciate your guidance. Let's focus on capturing the essence of using modern tools. with a subtle nod to AI current prominence. Okay, so good. So at least it sounds like Claude is understanding where I'm coming from. So we have accelerated dev, modern tools, rapid solutions, turbo code, engineering at light speed. All right, cool. These are a little more future looking. Future forge, rapid stack. Sounds a little bit vulgar for some reason. I don't know. Quantum coder, no. Dev boost, amplified problem solving. That's kind of cool. Code catalyst, igniting rapid development. Synthesis tech, fusing tools for faster engineering, velocity dev, next gen coder. And I keep noticing that the first 3 or 4 are kind of cool, and then the quality seems to like precipitously drop. Maybe not that all of them are poor, but there's things like velocity dev. I mean, that just really sucks. And quantum coder, might just be me. On the other hand, no, something like dev boost sounds kind of cool. And I think there's something there. Now, the word future is pretty cool. I wonder why future code or coding into the future wasn't provided. Let's pivot just a bit and take something like a name that I'm kind of synthesizing from all this. And let's see if Claude can approach any kind of sentiment analysis to see if that name might resonate. Sort of like dig into its training model, what it knows about humanity. So these are fair names, but what about, here I'm going to put something in a bit of attention-grabbing mode. Future into code. I don't really like that name, by the way, but let's see what Claude thinks. Do you feel like that is a name that will resonate well with my target audience? You know, it's funny, I don't think I've even mentioned my target audience. That might be something to talk about when I'm discussing the name. So let's see what it says about this, and then we'll go into a round of defining target audience and see how much that changes the names. That should be interesting. Featuring code is an intriguing name. It could resonate well with your target audience. The strengths are that it combines the idea of the future of coding, it implies translating future concepts or technologies into actual code. It also provides flexibility. It doesn't tie you to specific technology, memorability. So that was like, you know, I think it's really picking up on the first piece of advice that I gave it earlier. Memorability, play on words, future into code instead in code, makes it catchy, more likely to stick in reviewers' mind. The target audience appeal for software. Oh, well, this is interesting. This is a target audience piece. The name hints at cutting-edge content that could give them a competitive edge. Brevity, it's concise. Versatility, works well as a YouTube channel and potential website domain and across media platforms. I like this idea of versatility. I didn't think about it too much. It's slightly convenient. Obviously not a deal breaker, but future into code effectively captures the essence of your show. It should resonate well with an audience. Would you like to discuss further or refine the name? Okay, let's define my target audience a bit more. I'm hoping that this channel will appeal to users that are starting to code or users that are starting to investigate how to code using AI. So the channel should try to focus on fundamental but interesting topics that have a broad appeal. Does understanding my target audience change the last round of name suggestions, or your sentiment on my last suggestion? Here, I'll say you made, so it knows that I'm talking about the set of suggestions it made versus my last suggestion. So let's see. Thank you for clarifying your target audience. So let's we're reconsidering. This name might be slightly intimidating for complete beginners. It implies a level of sophistication that could deter newcomers. So Codecraft Academy, AIMU, bite-sized coding, modern to basics, Code Start AI, Easy Code, New Gen Coder, Smart Code Beginnings, Friendly Future Dev. So they're more welcome for beginners. I agree. Somehow incorporate the idea of easier or beginning into a name. Hints at the use of AI and modern tools, suggest a learning journey, and apply the complex concept. Among these, Codecraft Academy, or AIMU, might strike a good balance. They suggest modern approaches where many approachable and exciting to beginners. Codecraft Academy. AI and you. Well, AI obviously suffers from some of the problems we've already raised. And then there's Codecraft. So here, I guess I'm going to push back about future into code. It could be intimidating for complete beginners. Well, I would say that one of the interesting things about this is if I try to capture a broad spectrum, going for complete beginners might be a little bit difficult. Because then I probably would have to slide the window of technical difficulty much more towards the beginning rather than the middle. So I'm going to argue that I think the analysis here is reasonable by Claude, but we don't want to target complete beginners. So let's just tell it that and see if it changes its answer. I'm hesitant to target complete beginners, as that may limit the format a bit too much. Does that change your sentiment for calibrated approach? Given this adjustment, future into code becomes more appealing again and strikes a good balance. Okay, so ironically, and I think thanks to what we were learning with Claude and some of the suggestions, I feel like my suggestion was better. So because we're really trying to use LLM, and because the whole idea of what we're trying to do is to take some of our chemistry and mix it in with LLM, let's take my insight as a starting point as opposed to the end of the video. And let's ask Claude and say, okay, great. We both seem to like future into code. Let's try some variations on the name and see if we can't find something even more appealing. Take into consideration the progression of our conversation to try to find that sweet, sweet spot. And let's try to make a really attractive name. All right, so let's see how much we can push this intelligence. Shall we? Is Claude getting excited? Certainly. Let's explore some variations. All right, we'll consider our conversation, focusing on appealing to intermediate coders interested in modern tools and AI while keeping the name attractive and forward-thinking. Code from the future, future syntax, TomorrowCode. Oh, that's kind of cool. Quantum Code Leap, Code Horizon, Future Stack Dev, Nexus Code, Synapse Code. What the heck? Neurosyntax Code Nova. Whoa. I actually really like TomorrowCode. Holy snaps. Okay. All right, Tomorrow's Code is really cool. Great. All right, so I think this is extremely productive. I am going to sleep on this. I think we're down to Future into Code or TomorrowCode. And pretty soon, hopefully, we will have a channel. So by the time you're watching this, I must have chosen something. So feel free to give me a meta comment on the comments about how you're watching me from the past. So it's been great and looking forward to the next. Bye.